Hello and welcome to my first project, Revit Architecture 2012, presented here by CAD Clips. In this particular video, we're just going to do an introduction to this series and show you a little bit about what we're doing. So I've just started up my Revit Architecture 2012, and I've got some sheets inside of here set up. And what we're going to do here is teach you a little bit about the interface and the screen layout and the ribbon and the properties and the project browser and all of the kind of the parts of the screen, but we're going to kind of get into a project fairly quickly so you can get a feel of how things go and experience a little bit of using Revit architecture. So in this particular series, we're going to develop basically everything I'm going to show you here, which is, our cover sheet with our rendered view of our building in there and our sheet list and our little images and stuff like that, our nice big text. Our next sheet is just plan view, so we're going to have a ground floor plan and a second floor plan, foundation, a site plan. We can add more detail to this, and you can add your own detail as you please once you get the hang of it. Our next sheet is going to have some elevations. I've shown these as realistic kind of shaded views. You can have them hidden line and you can start to do that as you please. I've also left to the plants and stuff like that on in the earth and the topo surfaces. So this is just for kind of presentation purposes here. Our fourth sheet is going to be our detail sheet, and all we've got on there is a couple of cross sections. We'll add in some detail. We create a call out here of this wall section and blow it up over here. We also introduce a 3D section, which are really neat, so we can put those on a sheet, and these are really great for showing fabricators and clients and customers. So in a nutshell, the model that we create, if I click on my 3D button, is this guy over here. So it's got some slope glazing and a little parapet wall and some flat stuff over there. I'll just click and swivel around. So this is the building we're going to draw, and you're going to be amazed at actually how quickly we're able to draw this. There's not really a lot to it. So the nice thing is that it's good for presentation purposes, and it's also good for construction purposes. If I go over here to my floor plans, there's my footing plan or foundation. Very basic at this point. I might add in some posts and stuff and some footing pads as we move along. Main floor plan in here, very basic, just some windows and doors and some dimensions, etc. on there. I've also got a curb going around the outside, which is currently being shown here. So, really nice. And of course in Revit you can double click on a section bubble and zoom into that section if you want, and then you can go to this call out and double click onto there and go into there anytime you want. So you can navigate from one view to the next by following all the little bubbles. There's our second floor plan. Okay, now we have a different section. Double click on here, it goes over to here. No callouts or anything, but we can zoom in and we can do some details and stuff and add in some drop beams and all kinds of great structural stuff like that. There's our roof plan over there. We move our clip plane up a little bit, and we might not want to show our vegetation. All we have to do is pick on there and see, hide that category. It's kind of like turning a layer off. Okay, then we have our site plan over here. Okay, nothing special. And then we have our different elevations, and elevations can view in different ways. Right now I'm looking at it in realistic. I can go to hidden line mode. I can even go to wireframe if I want to. Okay, and I can add shadows and shaded. I can add consistent colors and turn shadows on and stuff like that. All kinds of great stuff. So this is just kind of a little bit of a taste of what we're going to be doing. This is the model we're going to build, and we're going to start with our template file, and then our levels, and then our grids, and then our floors, our walls, our roofs, our normal procedure. Then we set up all of our different views, and then in the end we render it quite nicely. We take that rendered view and put it on a sheet just like that and continue to work. So this is a little sample of what's going to be coming in this series. We'll probably even do a little bit more detail. So come on back and learn a whole bunch about Revit Architecture 2012.